Hi there, I've got a journal I'd like to share today. This is a custom order for Cathy called Fairy Garden, because I've used the Fairy Garden kit from CalicoCollage. She's made in the style of a carpetbagger. So I've made this one exactly the way I do make my carpetbaggers. The only difference is the style of the cover is totally different. She measures 9.5 length inches by 6. It's got a 2.5 inch spine. There's 5 signatures and there's 160 pages back to front. The tie, as you can see, she's closed with seam binding. There's a large eye grommet at the back, and there's a curio knob from Tim Holtz at the front. This is done in the style of a previous journal, a smaller journal that I had made, so you might recognise some aspects of it. So there's a picture from the kit, and I've just put a few stickles. I have sealed her. There's a metal corner plate here and a metal corner plate here, and then there's various layers of lace and a lace heart here, lace flowers. I think there's 3 or 4. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 layers of lace. And then this one on top's 5. Little heart. I've used the purple daisies at the corners just to accent it. Lovely pink little gem. 3 flowers. The spine, I just love these spines. I've put flowers and petals down, but there's also 2 layers of lace underneath that as well, so she should be pretty secure. And then the back, that's the first layer of lace that's in the front. So that's the first layer of lace throughout the whole book. And I've just put extra at the top, and the same layers have been carried right around from the front. And she's quite chunky, as you'll see. But again, as always, you can always remove lots from this journal. I'm sure you'll see as we go through. So it's easy enough to untie, easy enough to readjust the ribbon, or the seam binding, sorry. So if I open her up, gosh, she's really chunky. The inside has been made using, it's an Irish damask. It was a tablecloth, and it's really old. So there has been staining, I think, as I've said before, when I use these old linens, but it's just because it's old. But there's a lovely, I don't think the camera will pick it up, but there's a lovely pattern, damask pattern on it. It's really bonny. So I've made a linen pocket, some lace, a nice pink flower, sewn, and it says here, every journey starts with 1 step. And there's a little journaling card that goes in the front. And there's this little booklet, and it says Winged, and it's actually a napkin that I've decoupaged onto some cardstock. And it says this book belongs to, and it's held together with a ribbon just so that you can put different pages in if you wish. So that's at the front. And then it says, let your day be filled with magic. I'm having to support it up to let you see. So there's kit, there's lace, there's lots of sewing in this. And the papers are just beautiful. I love this. I've used actually 2. There's Fairy Garden from CalicoCollage, and there's also Fairyland. So there's a few bits from Fairyland in here, but it's mainly Fairy Garden. I've printed, each signature has got a vellum sheet that I've printed, and they've turned out really lovely. It's bonny. And then there's a side tuck here, and it just says, it's got some stickles, and it says, let your day be filled with magic. And there's another tag there from the kit, stitched round, and another tag. That's actually ARTYMaze, that's Enchanted Caroline, that one, I forgot about that. And here I have done an altered paper clip with some fabric and some gold trim, just so that you can do some hidden writing underneath. I really like these. And then I've stenciled a fairy some gold trim, an altered paper clip, another journaling card, and I've used a children's nursery rhyme. All the music is from children's nursery rhymes here in the UK. So this one's Curly Locks. So I've tried not to cover up a lot of the pages so that you can see the words. Brings back memories for me, memories of when my own kids were young. And then this one's Lucy Locket, and there's a cute little card from the kit. And then on this side I've made a pocket. I've put some nice ribbon, or lace actually, I suppose here. There's a large envelope from the kit that I've stickled. I've left that so that you can write there. Envelope's velcroed, and there's another large journaling card. I'll put these together later, I'll just whiz through this. You don't want to see me fumbling. Lots of room to journal. And again, this, I've taken pages from a fairy book that I have. And this one's the song of the Gaillardia fairy. But I do love how the images are at the top of the page. So I've tried to keep these and the song of the Candy Tuft fairy. Stitched all round, another page from the kit. Stitched to the centre. And it's a pocket from the kit, and it says "Don't stop believing in fairies." Velcroed again, and inside there's another 2 journaling cards. Isn't that paper beautiful? Printed it'll be lovely. Fairy Whispers, and this cute little face is from the other CalicoCollage kit, Fairyland. So I've just put some 3 little flowers, some jewel trim. I've done a matching card, it's lined at the back, and then there's a pocket at the back of this, and I've used another piece of paper from the kit. This is from the Fairyland. Today you could feel summer in the air. It's fields of lavender, or the perfect resting place for a fairy. And it's lined onto coffee dye paper, and it just gives a nice hidden spot to journal. Then the next page is a glassine bag. So in the glassine bag there is some fabric that's been stitched, some more fabric, some seam bind, no that's some sari ribbon, butterfly, and some trim, bling, some lace at the bottom. And this is some of the napkin that's been decoupaged onto this tag, and it's got tea stain paper at the back. Another from kit, and some gold trim, and that goes at the back. And I'm sure that's ARTYMaze Enchanted Caroline, but I will put it at the bottom. Some paper, because it's a lovely kit, I've used it quite a lot. Just a little card as a tuck spot or a corner. Oh, journaling card. And this is one of the tea bag, painted stained tea bag tags, Tracy Fox. I got inspired to do that. I've done a few of those in different journals now. That's My Lady's Garden, this one's called. And there was no song title in this, so I was able to cover it up. So again, I've just been playing with some Lindy's. I don't know if you can see, spraying and playing. That's another napkin, and it's on cardstock. And it's a belly band, some lace, some cardstock, and some linen. Some more bling in this side. I've left this blank. Pink ribbon, and it's, oops a daisy, it's lovely paper as well. I don't know if you can see, it's got the flowers and actually got glitter in them. They're lovely. I've used a ballerina that I've cut out from the kit here, and then there's a tag, and I've just put some vellum at the bottom, some trim, little flower, little gem, and it's cardstock actually, and one of the tags from the kit just sits nicely there, and that tucks up there. Then on this page I've used just another image that I liked, and I've made it a full paged pocket there behind. This is from Enchanted Caroline, and I've just put some stickles on there. She's really pretty. It sits behind there. And then here I've just put some tickets to show that there is a little tuck spot. There's two little tuck spots here and here. And then that's the other side of the vellum. And then the back page of the signature, I think. No, yes it is. There it is. Play with Fairies. Lovely, lovely paper. And then this is from the Fairyland one. So it's got lace trim. Really vibrant papers. And this has got a stars on the vellum. And then here is another booklet, an altered paper clip. If you can see it there. So I've just made a little booklet. Again, I've done a little bit of stamping, not much. Different papers. That's parchment paper. And there's tea dyed, coffee dyed paper. There's some graph. And there's a book page, The Wind in a Frolic. Little poem. Some more tea and coffee. And then in the centre I've just put two little beaded stars. And then on the back page, I just love how it looks. It's I've just went crazy with the Lindy's because I just love it. So I thought that was a nice size little booklet for there. This is why she's bulky though, so you can remove all this. This page here is really cute. And it's magnetised, so it flips down, and I've stenciled some fairies on there. And then this has got a tuck spot pocket, and there's another little place to journal. And I've made a pocket in each side. So this one says Fairy Whispers, and the back one says, I can't remember. Oh, it's just a little plain card, the crown. But I thought that showed that you can put quite a nice size little tuck there, and then click. And then here, another altered paper clip, another just a flip out, spare paper, stitched round it. This one's Springtime and Babykin. This is another stencil that I was just playing with some sprays and paints. I don't know if you can just see the daisy and the flowers, shades of pink. This is a Crafty Irene inspired pocket. I do miss seeing Crafty Irene on YouTube because she really was one of the first ladies that got me interested again in this kind of crafting. So I know that Patricia Viamontes does them as well. So there's a tuck here. It's just a little card that tag. It's just I've put different layers and decoupaged and some stickles, some gauze that fits in the back one. There is a tuck at the back here. And then just a teeny weeny little card, some flowers to show you there's a tuck spot here. And there isn't, excuse me, there isn't one here. It's 1, 2 and then one at the back. And then on this page, I thought this went quite well for the fairy. A little bit of bling, little star, very cute. And I've just put a garden maze. I thought that went nice with the theme. And this is the song of the Iris Fairy on this page. So that goes there. And then in the other side of this one, the song of the Fuchsia Fairy. There is another little journaling card that I've just made with some of the paper. And then on this other side, oops, excuse me. On this other side, if I just show, this was lovely paper, and the little boy is holding up a banner. So I used some vellum and made a pocket so that it makes a little tuck spot with some of the fairy and some eyelash trim, just for something a little bit different. So that's the child and the fairies. That comes from the kit. And it just gives you a template for the right size. And it looks lovely there, I think. Plenty of space to journal. Centre of this signature. Large journaling card stitched round inside this one. It's quite thick cardstock. Velcro closed. And then the front, I can let you see how this one's decorated. This is the front of the pocket, a lovely lace flower pearl trim, and then I've made a little pocket behind here with the fairy, another piece of bling trim ribbon, little journaling card, just to show there's a place to hide things there. Nice place to journal here. And on this side I've embossed a glassine bag. I've put some gold trim along the bottom, and I've just highlighted that with silver just to show up the embossing pattern. There's another enchanted caroling tag, and then this one plain at the back, coffee dye paper in both, one at the front and one at the back. And then on this page an altered paper clip, and again it's another tag, and I just did some, I don't know if you can see all the different colours that I used of the Lindy sprays. Live in the moment, and it's just got some ribbon and some lace and a little flower, and there's the stitching around. And at the back, I thought this was cute to put in, and it's one of these games, what's your fairy's name? What's your fairy name, sorry. That's the back of the paper that I had sprayed again and used. It's quite thick paper. So I've just used a tuck spot here with a flower, little gem. I just cut this shape out. Another one, I've put magic here. Another journaling card slips under there. And on this side I've done layers of this little girl so she stands out a bit more. And it says imagine, and it's another lined, I've stamped some lines on this one. Journaling card, some flowers top and bottom. And then on this card I've just used some of the paper trim from the kit to make a little side tuck here. Again, coffee dyed, stitched round. I've used just some of the trim that I like, glittery down the side. I've used a little journaling card to make a tuck spot, and it's just a large card to journal on. And then this goes on here, another altered paper clip, a little pearl one this time. I'll just pop it there so I know where it goes. And I've just taken a poem, Sleepyhead. I just thought it was very cute to include as vellum, back of the signature, lace, and I hope you can see there's a little charm here, and she's a little brass coloured fairy sitting on the moon. Very cute. So the first page is one of the short ones, an altered paper clip, and another tag that I've just been playing again with some stenciling and decoupage and ribbon and trim, and it's backed on its cardstock. A corner pocket from the kit, and this is some paper. I love this paper. This is from Genevieve. Genevieve is the only templates really that I draw inspiration from, and that I look at her channel. Again, she was one of the first channels that I looked at when I came back to crafting a few years ago. She's great, and what I love about her work is the templates are just so adaptable. The fact that it's her own artwork. She's just released some paper in her Etsy shop. I'll put the link below, and it's just beautiful. This is Jennifer's own paintings, and the paper is gorgeous. You should have a look. It's really, really lovely. So there's some stitching down here, and then on this page, I don't know if you can hear, that's another magnetic closure. So there's a tuck spot here. If I take this out, there's a tuck spot here. Where am I? Here it is. It's got a little ribbon pull tie. So there's a spot there to tuck, and then there's double lace here. There's another pocket here, and then there's a big pocket at the back. And I made up another little booklet, and it says Rose Fairy. It's all stitched round. I've put some handmade glittery paper, used some seam binding to close, and it's only got one sheet in it there. you can put more, but I just didn't want to make the book any bulkier than it is already. And then on this page, beautiful paper again, and on this page there is another envelope, large envelope with another fold out. I just used spare paper to give some more journaling space or a place for a photograph, because it's a really good size. And that's held on with the paper clip. That's really cute, that one. Lovely, lovely paper. Centre signature. All the centre signatures have been Velcro closed. Another piece of paper from the kit. And I just stamped the inside. And on this side it says it's about a wildflower. I've just taken a quote and I've put it on some linen, and that's some eco-stamped paper that I've made and used. I just thought it was a bit too fragile to put a full page in this size of book. Then on this side we've got another glassine bag, gold ribbon, some brown sari silk, and there's a little charm that goes on here, and it's a little bee, and it's moved it around in the book, so I will put that back before. And then we've got a library card, and I've Mod Podged on there. And then at the back there's another tag, and it's another napkin that I've decoupaged. Again, it's onto cream paper, and it's all stitched round. I just thought that looked lovely. This is another one from Enchanted Caroline. It says remember, room to journal, and that's another of the altered paper clips. Some lace, pearl, flower. And then this one, I've included one of the paper clips that I put on the hair clips. I'll do that in a minute. Another journaling card stitched round. Envelope from Enchanted Caroline, and that just sits on the top of that page. It's coffee dye paper. There's actually, there is a small tuck spot here, some gold trim, and it's because it is magnetic. And then behind there's a journaling card. I've lined the back. I've taken a picture from Pinterest, and I've put an index card and just done some stamping just to pick up some of the red. And then this one, I've just got a vintage photograph, two little girls with their angel wings. I thought it was precious. And then this is another tuck, Play with Fairies. And then on this page, this is another large pocket here, if I just show you. With this tag here. There's a large pocket behind in there, and then there's another tuck spot here. I just thought that was pretty. And again, I've just done some stickles. There's a doily, some trim, and then the next signature, some lace, another glassine bag, some nice flowers, another journaling card that I've Mod Podged, and in the back of this one, I can get my fingers in, there's another little tag. So there's actually, I've put this on a book page. I don't know if you can see. I've stamped the glassine bag, but it's backed onto a book page, so there's actually a hidden pocket. There's one, and then there's two between the glassine bag and the book page, and then there's three, so there's 3 pockets there. And then this is a little butterfly. You just lift up the wing and it gives a pull out, and that's some of that beautiful paper again that I was talking about of Genevieve. Then in the back of it I've just put a good sized journaling card from Enchanted Caroline, some nice paper, library card, pocket, Fairy Revels this one's called, Girls and Boys Come Out to Play, that's Nik the Booksmith, that's one of Nik's papers, noted it says. And I've raised this is another pocket. So I just, it's like a secret pocket, and I raised this up. I still believe in fairies, to give it a little bit of dimension, because I thought the page didn't need anything else. It's lovely, and it gives you space to write. So on this page, this was inspired by Genevieve. There's a little bit of eyelash trim here, and it's got vellum front on the pocket. And this is one of the postcards that I made, again with the sprays by accident, but I've mentioned that before. So that fits really nicely in there. There's some tape, and then again the butterfly just lifts up. There's a closure, and then in at the back, there's behind the envelope there's another hidden space, and I've put another little poem, the fairy ring, and it goes behind there. And then the centre of this signature, I haven't put an envelope. I used Rockabye Baby. It was a music sheet that I had. I've just decorated it with some trim, and I've put just some tickets in the journaling cards in there. And I was going to put, and I will do, it's got a little, I've put 2 little holes, tiny ones, and I'm just going to put a little bit of ribbon to close that shut. That paper's gorgeous, isn't it? It's really lovely. Another large envelope, journaling card. And that actually belongs on this paper clip. I was looking for it. Belongs on here. And there's another altered paper clip. Another, this is a paper bag, this another glassine bag, but I've decoupaged a napkin and did some, I've used some stickles. So there's a place at the back to put something, and then there's a journaling card that goes in behind here. That cute little boy with the candle again. Then there's just a large corner pocket and another Enchanted Caroline envelope. Again, card. And that's the other piece of the vellum, which is lovely. And I've done another flip up with different fabric and lace and some trim. And then in the back of this, which actually belongs here, is a little girl angel. It's lovely, because that should be inside there. And then the last signature, this beautiful fairy, image of the fairy. Lace again. And then I've carried on vellum with a different sheet just to pick up the roses. And here I've just used some linen, one of the little cards, stickles, some trim, and it's a nice tuck. And I've used another piece of paper from the kit, all stitched round. Here I've done another magnetic closure, and there's some more paper to write with. Just some linen and a piece of lace. Lavender's blue is that one. This paper again, beautiful. Another envelope, tiny one this time, a smaller one, and just 2 pieces of paper to journal on. Life takes you to unexpected places, love brings you home, it says. goes there. And then another pretty, she's really bonny, isn't she? Another angel, and she's held with another altered paper clip on here. Then fairy song for this page, then centre of the signature again, and I've used, this is a Genevieve design idea, so there's a pocket here, and that's what I mean about it being separate, about it being different. You can just do what you want. So I've changed so that there's a pocket up here, there's a tuck pocket there, and I made up a little envelope, and there's just a piece of paper to journal on, and it just went really nicely inside there. Again, Velcro. And here there's another glassine bag, and you can see it's got pearls and trim and lace, stickles, another nice journaling card, and another enchanted Caroline tag, and then another tag that I've used some sprays on after I've used some, I've put a napkin on there, and another tuck with a little quote. And then on this page is a double, oops, bit paper, is a double tuck. So there's an envelope, and an insert to journal on, and in the front I've left space. There's another tag here, and there's a little flower that just holds that closed. Tag that I've just played with, made up some paper, there's different papers been Mod Podged on there. And then the back page, I've done a linen, there's a linen pocket. I've put some lace so that you can put something else in here. It's quite loose. There's another little flower, pink, and there's a little silver angel charm, and then I've put a little crocheted square here and put some tickets in there because I thought that was super cute from the kit. Just another little pocket to hide things in. And then there's one of the altered envelopes that I like doing in the style of Amity Bloom. This one's a bit softer in colour, it's not as dark as some of the others because I was conscious of the fact it was a fairy journal. So there's lots of stamping and inking, there's a used stamp there, some crocheted trim, some lace, some crocheted lace, some trim, stamping again and embossing as you can see. And then there's a quote that says, "Life itself is a wonderful fairy tale," stitched all round. And then inside I've printed out some papers that I like to use in other journals, just so there's plenty of space to write. This is a pretty page. Another one of those tags, and then one from the kit. So that goes in the back pocket. With a little booklet, some trim, all stitched round. So this one again, you can take the paper out and replace it. It says Ex Libris at the back. Pink ribbon, and just different, there's a little flip. That's handmade paper. Not too many papers in this one. Another flip, because I think the book's just bulky enough, you know, without me putting more. And it's just to show you it does sit in there really well. And that's her. So I hope you really, I do hope you like her, especially Cathy. I hope she's what you wanted. I've had such fun making her and really enjoyed doing it together, really. So thank you, and thank you for watching the video. I'd appreciate any comments, and if you like the video, please subscribe. and I'll see you again next time. Thank you. Bye.